Good afternoon, my name's Sam Cullis. I'm the ILT Curriculum Support for Moulton College, and today, as a parent, I just wanted to take you through how easy and simple it is to book onto our School Cloud Parents' Evening system. So, you'll see in front of me, I'm currently at the School Cloud Parents' Evening booking system. If you can't find this, it will be available on our website, and you should have received instructions on how to get there. If not, you just need to type moultoncollege.schoolcloud.co.uk and that will bring you to the page here. Now, we do ask you to provide some details to book onto a parents' evening, as without these you can't book onto a parents' evening. So firstly, you need to provide your details, so your details as the parent who is booking onto this evening. So I'm just going to pick from the drop down my title. I'm going to pop my name, so for the purposes of this video I'm just popping test as the first name and the surname. Your email address that you want to register onto the system to, so I'm just going to use my work email address, but please do use a personal email address or whatever email address is most suitable for you, and then I just need to confirm that here by typing it in. The student's details, now this is important, you do need to know your student's details to book onto the system. So in my case, my student is called Test Student, but obviously if your son or daughter or whatever, your son is called John Smith or your daughter is called Jane Smith, you need to pop those in here. If your son or daughter does have a middle name or a double-barreled name or a second name as part of their name, you do need to pop it in the first name. So if your son was called like John Sam Smith, you would need to put John Sam in first name and then Smith as their surname. If you just put John, it will probably throw an error at you saying that it can't find the student. Because of the way we've imported the data, it does include additional names like that, but it goes in the first name area. So I'm going to find my student, so I'm going to put test student because that's their name. Obviously pop your student's name. You do need to have the date of birth correct as well. So for example here, I'm going to pick the wrong date of birth on purpose. I'm going to try and log in, and it's going to say that it can't find a student with those details and for me to check and try again. So because I've got the date of birth wrong, that may happen as well if the name is not right. So do just make sure you've got that correct. So I'm going to pick the correct first name and date of birth, and now I'm going to log in again and it's going to let me in. So this is the system itself once you're logged in. Now you've got two options here. You can either say that you're unable to attend. If you click that, it will just say, why are you unable to attend? You know, other reason, or holiday at work, etc. And you can pop a comment in as well as why you're unable to attend. So if you popped a comment in there, just to let the teacher know as to why you can't make that evening, and then click confirm, that will let the teacher know that you're not going to be able to come. Obviously, if you can come, you might have more than one appointment available here if there's multiple parents' evenings, but they will be broken down as separate buttons that you can click. So I've only got one available to me, so I'm going to click onto that, and I can see it's open for bookings. Now there's two options here. The automatic method will try and pick the best time. Now from my experience, this will just pick the earliest available time. So what you may want to do instead is choose a time. So if you click on where it says manual and click next, it will tell you your student's name. So if your student was John Smith, that would appear here, and what teacher this booking is for, that would appear here. So the teacher's called Test Teacher. Obviously you'd see their teacher's name here. You can add another child if needed. So if you click that, you just need to pop in their first name, surname and date of birth, and then click add child, and it will add another child to the booking. If not, you can just click continue to book appointments. So here's all the available bookings. So if other people had booked onto this booking, these slots would not be available, but no one's booked on yet. So I'm just going to pick a slot because the appointments are in 10-minute intervals here. It may vary again depending on the parents' evening, so do just pick the right slot for you. You can see here there's a slot that's greyed out. What that means is there's actually something else happening. It may be that the teacher's having a break or they're unavailable for that time for whatever reason, so you can't book into that slot and the system will not allow you to. But otherwise, I'm going to pick the earliest available appointment, so I'm going to go for 3 o'clock. So it's going to say I'm going to add an appointment. I can add a message for the teacher if I want to. So if you do want to add a message for the teacher to see, you can type something in here that they'll see ahead of the appointment. So you could pop something in like, look forward to seeing you. And then you would just click save. And it's going to say finished, your appointment has been saved. I can see that I've booked into that slot here. Now if I need to come back at a later point and amend this appointment or do something else with the appointment, you would log in as you did, as I showed you at the start of the video, where you need to pop in your child's name and details, and it's going to bring you to the home page here, and instead you'll see that I have one appointment. So if I click on that, I can see here my booking. So I can print that off if I want to. So I could print off a reminder, and then I can amend the booking as well. So it's just going to take me back through that options. So I could delete that appointment if I needed. So if I couldn't make 3 o'clock anymore, I could delete it, and then it will allow me to pick another time. So if I could make 3:30, I could book that appointment, for example, instead. And then that's all you would need to do to amend the appointment. The teacher is notified that you're booked on, and we know that you're coming. Obviously,